Hey guys, Jerry here. I am on a new type of guide. Now this guide is going to be an unscripted type of guide, which I think a lot of you will actually enjoy more because it will be a lot shorter and get you straight to the point. But this will be a how-to 101 on the Aerospray MG. Now we'll be doing the Sunken Scroll item version of this, so it will be after I do all 20 original items, before I do the Sunken Scroll, and before I do the other versions in this game. But basically what we'll be going over is exactly how you want to play the weapon, what you want to do in the game. I'll have one game commentary showing over it, and the little upgrades that you want to get. So let's get right to this. So if we get right here, we can check out the weapon right here, and you can see it has pretty bad range, really bad damage, but really great fire rate. Now this is a really good thing about this gun. This gun, the Aerospray MG, is pretty much like a splat roller, but a ranged one. Which sounds really weird, but yeah, it splats the ground pretty much as fast, not quite as fast, but close to as fast. So you can see it's pretty much like my best one that I have so far. It has the most ground, the most points. This gets you a lot of points. Now it does not kill very easily, because you do have to shoot the opponent many times, and they do dodge in and out. You won't be doing that much damage, because they will dodge the damage, and you have to hit them a lot. But some of the nice things about this is that it has a decent secondary, the Seeker, which can get you some lines you can follow if you have a map with straight lines, kind of like the one with the cars, or you can have the Inkzooka, which is actually one of the stronger ones if you're playing in ranked, because you can get the ranked zones really easily. But other than that, let's go over what equipment I would recommend. So the equipment that I will recommend is pretty much these things right here. The first one I would recommend is Run Speed Up. As you can see, Run Speed Up makes you run faster, and the reason for this is because you want to be getting as much ground as you can, be it ranked or be it the other raid mode, the splat. So you really want to just get as much as you can on the ground, so you'll want to be running around a lot, shooting the ground. You can also go for the other speed up, but personally I think this one is a little bit more useful than the other one. The second thing that I recommend is either Special Duration Up or the thing which is Special Charge Up. So it's pretty much, well, it's actually already in this weapon. So as you can see, Special Duration Up, which makes your special weapon last longer, which will be your bazooka, so you can use your bazooka longer. So that's pretty much your basic killing move, and you'll want to be using that a lot. You'll get it a ton because you get your bazooka when you get on the ground, when you shoot the ground a lot. So you want the Special Duration Up so you can keep using your bazooka for quite a long time. The next thing is you want Ink Recovery Up, or you want some of that Ink Saver. So this will let you keep up your ink, so then you can have it all. You can get the ground easier, you can get more of the ground before having to go right under. So I wouldn't say that this one's necessary, but it's definitely a very nice one. And here we go, once again, Ink Saver up and some ink recovery. Now let's go straight into actually showing you some of the stuff the weapon can do, and then I'll go into a 3-minute commentary. So let's go to the weapon, and this weapon is actually pretty strong so far. I found out that it is one of the better weapons in the game so far, because it doesn't get so much of the ground. I have to go all the way over here. So, right here. Test. It's one of the better weapons in the game because it does actually get the ground really fast. So, it's really good. You want one of these things in ranked because you can get the ground, you can get a lot of positioning, but you only want, well, you can have as much as you want in the other game mode because these things just hit the ground. So as you can see, this hits the ground really fast. It covers the ground extremely fast. You can run around, shoot the ground. Let's try to get the Inkzooka, show you what that does, you know, kill all this stuff. But as you can see, the range is really terrible in this, so do not use this if you want a lot of range. But now we can get the Inkzooka, and with the other powers that we got, it'll last for a bit longer. You can snipe, you can do whatever. You can just shoot with the Inkzooka, and it should be fine. The Inkzooka is pretty much your far range, so you want to get the ground, and then you can run around and get some far range shots with the Inkzooka. That's pretty much your game plan. To get the ground, that is your main thing, and I'll be showing you in the live commentary or the post-commentary video right after this, showing you exactly how you can use this weapon instead of a game other than just looking at the stats and learning a little bit about it.
Okay, so we are back. Now, I did do a little recording of this, but then it broke, so whatever, but let's get back to this. What you want to do at the beginning of course, shoot behind you, and if I do have to tell you once again, you want to be going for the ground. If you do see people for kills, it is a possibility, but the ground work is just so much better. Just getting the ground as this weapon will give you more points, will help your team more, and will just give you that edge that you really need. Now, you should never have more than one of these bad boys. The nice thing about them, as you just saw, is that you can actually kill the splat rollers without them being able to hit you. So I feel like these things have a little bit of an edge on the splat rollers. And this, you can do this. I usually use this weapon for killing, personally, but you can use it for that like ability. There's a sniper right there. But as you can see, I'm just going around hitting the floor. The floor will be your best friend with this weapon. Now, one thing to say is that it can be a little bit boring to play the Aerospray, because your main job is to hit the floor. There's really only going to ever be one of you, and if you see an opponent and they're more than like 1 inch away from your face, you're pretty much dead because it's pretty much a melee weapon. So it does kind of suck in that way. It is one of the better weapons in the game, definitely, though, because of the high damage. Not the high damage, because the high fire rate. So you can easily hit all of the ground, as you can see. I'm getting all the ground, getting all the points at this amount of time. Already have, oh, I got hit from behind. I already have 500 points pretty much in like a few seconds. So this is the best weapon you want to use if you want to get a lot of points, if you want to look cool on some turf wars. Now, if you do want to get the kills, of course, don't go for this. And also, I would not recommend to go for the splat rollers because, you know, they might seem good at the beginning for kills, but really, both these weapons are kind of the same and not the best for that. Once again, hit another splat roller right there. So, with this thing, let me talk a little bit about the ranked mode. With ranked, your ability becomes less about hitting the ground. Come on. Friggin' saw it coming, but the weapon has weird timing. It's less about hitting the ground in ranked and more about getting the checkpoint usually. But for your job, you won't actually be going for the checkpoint in the middle much, or the 2 checkpoints. What you'll be doing is trying to get a lot of ground around. Okay, got him. And then I got splattered with that. But you want to be getting a lot of ground around the area where you're at, so your teammates can run around, they can get a lot of points, they can get a lot of kills, and then you won't get as much glory because you won't get as much points in that game mode, and you know you won't really get any kills as the weapon, but you'll get a lot of the ground and it'll be really useful to your teammates. Now you do only want one of these or 1 splat rollers in ranked, in my opinion, because if you have more than one, it can be a little bit hard. Also, a nice thing is that if you do happen to get really close to the platform in ranked, which usually won't happen, you'll actually be able to go in and pretty much just kill them all. You'll be able to get all the ground in the middle and give yourself a big advantage. Capture the command point, and really that's how you win. So it's definitely something nice. Ink Bazooka also helps in that because you can kill a bunch really easily. Thank you guys for watching though, and I'll see you next time.